Hi guys, John here. Today we will be unboxing the Cherry Mobile Flare Mate. Well, this particular Flare smartphone was leaked last year, October last year, and just recently announced. So we're going to be taking a look at this particular phone. It's a 6-inch phablet that the Flare series have been missing for quite a while. Let's take a look at the box and also the specs of the Flare Mate. So once you open the box, you'll see the phone and all the accessories that usually come with a smartphone. So that's the USB cable, a charger, headphones with flat cables, manuals, and the phone itself. There's a reason why the phablet of the Flare series was dubbed the Flare Mate. It closely resembles the design of Huawei's Mate 7. The phone looks really nice, and while the design is a little uninspired, at least the people who designed the phone copied the nice parts of the Mate 7. Cost constraints meant that the Flare Mate had to do with a metal frame and a plastic back instead of a full metal unibody construction. The metal frame gives the phone some heft, and there's a little bit of chamfering on the sides of the frame as well for a nicer feel. Both the power button and volume rocker are on the right, while the hybrid SIM and microSD slot is located on the left and requires a SIM ejector to be taken out. The 3.5mm jack is on the top of the phone, while the USB port is on the bottom. Once you flip the phone over, you'll see the plastic non-removable back of the phone, as well as the 16-megapixel rear camera and a fingerprint sensor right below it. The phone is still usable even with its large size. In fact, it's as tall as Huawei's own Mate 8, though the screen-to-body ratio is a bit different, understandably. The Flare Mate uses on-screen Android navigation keys, which further reduces the size of the lower bezel. Like we mentioned earlier, the Flare Mate has a fingerprint scanner on the back of the phone. It works rather well and doesn't choose the angle of your finger, though it is not as fast as the ones on phones made by Huawei, Oppo, or Samsung. The Flare Mate uses MediaTek's tried and tested 1.3 GHz MT6753 octa-core processor paired with 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of expandable storage. We were a little disappointed with the fact that it only had 2 GB of RAM, considering that the smaller screen Flare S4 Plus had 1 GB more. The phone's benchmarks look good, scoring 37,745 points, which is typical of smartphones using the same processor. We ran a few games to initially test the performance of the phone, which included Need for Speed No Limits, Asphalt 8, and Modern Combat 5. Need for Speed No Limits ran well without any issues, though the phone exhibited a bit of lag on Modern Combat 5. The phone struggled a little bit with Asphalt 8 on max settings, though dropping the graphical settings a notch made it run a little bit smoother, but lag was still present. That's it for this unboxing. While Cherry Mobile has not announced the official price of the Flare Mate, we've actually seen this particular phone on sale in the Cherry Mobile store for 8,999 pesos.